Mandatory minicamp last month. Now there's a report that he was in Egypt during camp. Four-time MVP was also spotted over the weekend at a UFC event in Las Vegas. We're joined by Fox NFL analyst TJ Hushmanzada. TJ, we haven't gotten your thoughts on this. We've all talked about him missing mandatory minicamp. The three of us didn't think it was that much of a big deal. What do you think about him missing it, and how should the Jets feel about Aaron Rodgers right now?
Ain't no way he should have missed. No way. Like, especially you going to Egypt?
T.
You couldn't go to Egypt.
T, hold on real quick.
After the minicamp? Like, you couldn't wait 2 days. And I like Aaron Rodgers. I do. I like him. If you would have told Robert Salah, hey, I need to go to Egypt. I'm going to come to this minicamp, but can we cancel the last day? You couldn't go to Egypt 2 days later? Because he would have canceled the last day. You know, a lot of coaches, oh, we had 2 great days. We're going to...
They did it last year. They did that last year.
He would have canceled the last day. So Egypt couldn't wait 2 days. Nope. And now I'll say this. It's probably not... And then you show up at a UFC event. You can go to this event, but you can't come
practice.
No.
But
But you can go. It's the optics. Because it's the guys on the team that look up to Aaron Rodgers. It's the guys on the team that are nothing right now. Mm-hmm. And if you become something... You're going to do what Aaron Rodgers did. You know why? Because what's going to happen? I seen him do it.
You know you can't. You know you can't do it.
You know I can do it because I've seen it done.
No. You know you can't do it. You know you can't do it. He can do that. You can't do that.
But when you become somebody, it's always guys on rosters that aren't playing, and then they get a chance to play, and they play really well. And then they start doing things that they saw somebody do, like Aaron Rodgers. You think he didn't go to minicamp? I'm going to do it too now.
So you think it's bad leadership?
Which is why I have a high-level security.
When you look, and this thing, it's not going to affect them, because looking at their record, worst case, I believe they're going to start 6-2.
They're
going to start
6-2.
I mean, you got to give them
They're going to lose to San Francisco. They're going to beat Tennessee. They're going to beat New England. They're going to beat Denver. They're going to beat Minnesota. They're going to lose to Buffalo. They're going to beat Pittsburgh. And they're going to beat New England again.
And really, be honest with you, Aaron only lose to the Niners in the playoffs.
Well, he gonna lose to the Niners first game of the season. So I don't think it's a problem. When the season starts, it's not going to be talked about. I just don't think it's a good look for your quarterback. And you go to Egypt. Egypt could have waited 2 days.
What are we talking about? What is that? Come on. You played with Carson. I remember watching you.
He would never do that.
And where did that get you guys?
No quarterback would ever do that.
I'm asking you.
No.
Carson showed up every day. He was a great teammate. And Carson was.
You and Chad and Chris. And usually gets
I love watching y'all play. I loved it.
But where to get him?
Right, the running back.
Rudy Johnson.
I loved it. The Bengals, right? The crawl. What's that thing called? What's it called?
Like, if you're going to play that game, just if you know where he's at.
Physical, talent. Chad Johnson, the end zone, all those dances. I loved it. Carson was amazing. Phenomenal. USC.
TJ on all the commercials.
TJ always had nice hair. Still had nice hair today. Always had nice hair. Jordan Taylor, I want to ask this young man something before he leaves.
And I made the argument not
knowing
exactly where he was.
I'm curious.
Well, what if he's doing the greatest charity work?
I'm listening.
Shady, you know good and well.
Giving sight to the blind.
If Rick had done this, it's a problem.
Obviously, you'd
it's
like
a problem.
to think.
Can he answer my question? You look better than I do. He might answer you. Let's see how it works.
That being said,
no, it didn't get us anywhere.
They did that?
That's what he's doing allegedly in the Middle East.
Going to Egypt, Harrisburg, wherever we want to go. It didn't get y'all nowhere. So like, what are we arguing about? It was
No. It's not a problem. But it's a problem for the young guys on his team that are just getting into the league, because we've all been there.
But you know why it's not a problem, though?
No, it's a problem. And it's a problem. And it makes Salah, you know what it makes Robert Salah look like? He has no control over what's going on.
Well, has he had control over what's going on?
But when you're in the locker room, and we know this, them dudes was in that locker room talking like, bro, can you believe he ain't here?
No, they're not.
Guarantee they were.
No.
Man,
T, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. Aaron Rodgers got traded last year.
Yeah.
Right? So this is going on 2 years with the Jets, right? He's never missed a practice due to not being injured. He's been at every single thing the Jets have had, from OTAs to voluntary to everything. He's been at everything. Rookie gets drafted this year. He say, young fella, move in with me.
And that's
He's
great.
at basketball
And that's
games with all the
great.
young fellas spending time and all that. So when you talk about a leader, since he has got to the New York Jets, that's all he's been.
That is great.
You talking 2 days, T.
You must attend the mandatory minicamp. And if you can't attend it, then it's a problem. Robert Salah, hey, I got to go to Egypt on these days. Minicamp, I believe, was July 11th through 13th, I believe. You couldn't say, hey, coach, can you move this up a week? I'm going to Egypt. They could have done that.
I mean, you talk about
They
the
could've done that.
young boys. Can we see one of the young boys that's really, really good that has something to say about this? I just want to see it because, you know, the young guys do matter. Oh, is that Sauce Gardner? He really, really matters. What do you have to say?
Them young guys can't see that.
I can't see. He said,
Hall of Fame missed out on 2 days of practice. I mean, they couldn't
No.
say it.
There's no way you expect me to read that.
Yeah, it's low as hell.
Sauce didn't have a problem with it. What else is he going to say? I got a problem with it? What else is he going to say?
I'm saying, you saying they talking
about. He necessarily had to tweet it if he didn't have a problem with it. I agree with Shady and James in that I don't think that his teammates have a problem with it because they look at Aaron Rodgers in a certain light, and he obviously came into this organization setting the tone that he gets to do what he wants to do. Perhaps the reason why I'm not so outraged over it is because I only have like this much outrage per day, and it's not. I can't allot it to Aaron on this particular topic. I hear you on the mandatory part, and all the other quarterbacks attended, so it does feel weird that he would not come to a mandatory minicamp, even if I do think the 2 days isn't really going to affect the winning. It's more about the visibility to me, but I guess the reason why it's not upsetting is because this has been the tone that Aaron's had since he's gotten there. Yes, he has obviously attended everything this year, but he came to the Jets saying, I want this, 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 and this. Things are going to be this, 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 and this. This is what I want. This is how it's going to go. So the tone was already set.
What did he say about being a distraction? You all right? You good? It smell good?
Jury got something she got going on over here.
This is powder.
Hey, you want to make sure
I thought it was sugar. I don't know.
But Aaron Rodgers said himself, we got to eliminate distractions. He said that.
This is a distraction, though?
That's not serious.
Why are we talking about it?
So really quick.
You can't possibly
You play with all types of
because Carson was a heck of a leader. Carson was a heck of a leader and a really good teammate. So you mean to tell me if Carson for 2 years made every single workout, voluntary, mandatory, non-mandatory, every single workout, and he missed 2 days of minicamp, you talking bad about your dude in the locker room?
I'm not talking bad about
So what we
Aaron
talking
Rodgers.
about?
What I'm saying is this. When it's a mandatory thing, you got to plan around that. You know when the all-season schedule comes out, these days I can't do anything. July 11th, oh, yeah, I can't do anything those days. That's all. Now, if you had a family emergency, you good. This dude went to Egypt, bro. He went to Egypt.
I'm talking 2 practices, dog. This is the thing I don't like that you're doing.
I can't.
It's because you act
I can't believe y'all saying this.
It's like it's such a big deal, but like
it's not a big deal. But you need to be there.
We played on teams with a lot of great players, right? And we all know there's things that they could do that I can't do. There's things that he can do that, you probably can't do. And you know that. It's not an argument. You know why it's not an argument? Because you've been through this in high school. You've been through this in college. Every step of the way, you've had players like that. And then you get to the elite level where we're making the real money now. Okay, so like you're making $50 million a year, I'm probably making like 10 a year. So you're gonna do things way different. I'm gonna do things.
And that's why
right? When we drive to the Jets games, right? I'm gonna be on the billboards, right? I'm gonna be on all the little magazine things for the team. You're not. So that lets you know when the kids come up to see autographs, they're gonna wait for me, right? Here and there, your family, maybe his family might come get an order from you, because that's how it works. So I say all that to say this. This is not the first time we've seen this. And it's levels in this game. 100%. And Aaron Rodgers can do things that some players can't. And we've been there.
We all know.
What are we arguing about here?
We know he can do it, obviously, because he did it, and he's going to get – it just doesn't look good. Like, you shouldn't do that. For the team. You shouldn't do it. And like I said, they're going to start 6-2. So it's not going to be a problem.
But what I'm saying is...
Well, Jay, last thing, Jay, real quick. This is so crazy because – he played on them teams where he was doing all type of stuff.
Yes.
Right? Oh, and it was cool when Chad did it, right?
Listen, man,
was it cool when Chad did it?
We'd be in practice, and I'm not even going to say the guy's name. We'd be in practice, and the guy would be mad. I'm going home. And would literally just walk in the locker room, take his stuff off, and book it. Like, We
You
get
sitting up here tripping about.
And then we talking
a practice with no pads.
What I'm saying
right?
is,
that is
But he just came from 20-something days straight of practice,
on, man.
though.
all
This is
voluntary.
crazy.
Exactly. I'm here at these voluntary stuff for 2 years in a row, and y'all getting on me about 2 days,
Hey, James,
bruh.
I can't believe